Hey everybody, Alex Cedro here. Now, I do want to apologize for this video. There actually is no audio for this video. So, what I decided I was going to be doing is I was going to be doing a 6-star for Ran. Now, there actually isn't any audio on the original video because I forgot to have it set to record audio. And for that reason, I'm basically going to have to record over my original recording because we're doing a 6-star. And you can't redo a 6-star once you do it. So here I was showing everybody all of the 5 stars that could have been possible 6 stars. Which 6-star could it be? Could it be Lucian, Orochi, Arang, Chasa, Ran? Could it be Kaz, Shiwa? Any of these 5 stars? Nope, it's Ran. Anyways, so in this video we're going to be 6-starring Ran. I did talk a little bit about how some people would probably prefer Lucian or Chasen or somebody else for a 6-star. Because just the possibility that everybody has with Lucians and Chasens, being the fact that Chasens are really good and Lucians are really strong. Well, Hijikata had actually decided that they wanted to have Ran as their 6-star. Ran being one of their natural 4 light and dark monsters next to their dark succubus. So now that we have discussed all of that, I do believe we're going to go ahead and actually 6-star the monster right now. So let's go ahead and find Ran. There she is. Right there. She is built with Swift Blade, her first skill being Swing, and her second skill being Fast Swing. Now, Fast Swing, the second skill, causes continuous damage on critical hits and hits about 3 times in total. The first skill, being very effective, actually has a chance to slow the enemies. So with the chance of slowing the enemy, she is very good for raid and giants and stuff like that. But later on you'll actually realize I made a big mistake in trying to take her into arena and trying to take her into giants. Because I thought, hey, if I can just throw Ran in with a team of other monsters, she should do just fine. Even though those other monsters might outshine her, it's still showing what she's possibly can do. So now we have her third skill, Devil's Whip. Devil's Whip attacks the enemy 4 times, decreasing the attack bar by 20% with a 75% chance. And this attack is guaranteed to stun for 1 turn if the enemy's attack bar is depleted. Now, obviously, it's not going to stun bosses, we can't stun bosses. But it's also really good for TOA. Ran is especially good for the final boss in TOA because of Devil's Whip. Due to its high accuracy, you don't have to worry about building her with focus. So you can actually just build her with Blade. You can build her Blade or Violent Blade or anything like that. And Devil's Whip could take the boss's attack bar almost down to 0 if you could. So there's actually quite a few different builds that you can do with Ran, but I'll talk about those later. So we saw for a small instant that her leader skill increases the attack power of ally monsters by 25%. So she's actually going to be pretty good for those of you who need a attack buff for your team, and especially one that's global. This isn't just for arena, this isn't just for dungeons. It's a global, so you don't have to worry about anything that's going on there. Now let's go ahead and get this 6-star on the road. All 5 Rainbow Mon in. Here we go. Evolve the monster. And there it is. Alright. So now we have our 6-star Ran. Now, I'm actually going to go ahead and skip a little bit of the part here, and I'm going to go ahead and go straight into the arena That way you guys can see just what I did and just where I messed up. So I will be right back. Alright, here we are in the arena. Now, I chose again to fight this team, 1, because I didn't think it was going to be too difficult, and 2, because I thought, hey, if all goes according to plan, I actually shouldn't have to worry too much. So I tried using Devil's Whip on the Kaito. That was a decent move to try, I guess. But, I forgot they had the Light Fairy. So the Light Fairy was the main thing that kept hitting Ran, on top of the AoEs that the Samurais have, such as Jun's AoE right there. So I used Fallen Blossoms on Chasen I used Chasen's Fallen Blossoms on Ran to try and keep her alive as much as possible. I felt that I didn't need to worry about healing at the moment, so I decided I was going to go ahead and keep attacking Kaido. Fast swing on Kaido because I knew he wouldn't attack Ran because element difference. So now we continue, and this is where it all goes south. Boom! More than half of Ran's HP is gone. What am I going to do? So I try and kill off Kaido. I don't end up killing off Kaido with Relentless Strike. So I attack him with Ran and kill him. Alright. Then Ran just died. Now, how could I have avoided that? I could have easily avoided it by using a different team. I could have easily avoided it by using Chasen's heals properly. I also could have avoided it by using better monsters for the team. It's not that I'm not familiar with all of Hijikata's monsters. I'm familiar with almost all of the monsters. The only thing is the way that most of the monsters are ruined, the way that most of the monsters are built, and the way that most of the monsters that Hiji has is the only problem that I had occurred. I didn't want to outshine Ran by using Lucian. I didn't want to overexpose everything that Ran was by using other monsters in a team that didn't need to be used. So, I made a mistake there. Then I decided, alright, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try Giants. Giants seems easy enough to do. Little did I know, I forgot to take a defense break on the team. I realized this when I was at the end of the game. Not only did I forget to take a defense break, but I had also forgotten to actually take into account the defense break that the Giants tower boss, the Giants boss tower has. So I didn't take into account that, and I got beat so bad. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this video here, or skip ahead to this video, to where we're fighting the Giants boss, and I'll show you just where I messed up, especially with the fact that I don't have a defense break, and I wasn't doing everything accordingly. So, alright, so this is the stage that's right before the Giants boss. Now, as you can see, everything looks fine. Ran's at full HP, this is on auto battle, it doesn't look like they're going to have too much trouble. Here we go. So I take it off of auto battle and I think, alright, I'm going to use Devil's Whip on the Giants boss. That way, he slowly does not get his turn. I actually had just remembered that the tower does a defense break. Little did I remember, there was no defense break, and I realized that when Trevor hit the tower, because there was no damage done to it. So then I continued to think, alright, maybe I can beat the Giant. Well, I used Orochi's attack, forgetting how many times it attacked, and realized that I slowly lost my monster. I would have used Fast Swing on the boss, but then I actually decided that I could not do that unless the Giant boss was going to hit me. So I just went ahead and decided I was going to go and hit the tower, I believe. So, oh wait, no. It looks like I hit the boss with just the one attack. Never mind. I thought I went to go ahead and hit the tower. I have a poor memory, but no matter. Anyways, with all of that aside, I continued to try to beat it. And then the second attack went off, And then I lost most of my monsters right then and there, because Trevor decided he was going to go ahead and use revenge. So, that one moment when you don't want them to revenge, because if they do, they're going to die, they go ahead and do it, and they go ahead and die. So, thank you all again for watching how to not play Giants and how to not use Rand. Later on, I decided that I was going to go ahead and quit this battle, take the loss. I did apologize right there, lifting my hand. I apologized, because most of the time, whenever you see a YouTuber do anything, or whenever you see anyone do anything, they don't usually mess up. They usually know they can do it. I did not. I came in completely unprepared. So now I just decided, you know what? Screw it. I'm not going to try and do some... Whoops. That right there was my fault. I do apologize. I had done something wrong, and now my face cam is on. So, just going to get rid of that. Alright, well, I do apologize. I didn't mean to have the face cam on. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I decided to have her farm. I decided to just go ahead, let her farm, and then I was going to be done with it. I was done trying to just make big plays or show off Ran as much as I did. But, anyways, I decided I was going to take the Fire Mermaid with me because the Fire Mermaid has a revive. Why did I take Fire Mermaid? Because of the revive? Because I knew Ran wasn't going to make it. You can't do much with a monster unless it's max leveled, or unless the runes are so good that that's unbelievable how good they are. So, I'm going to go ahead and actually let this play through, because this is a small stage. Literally, it's just 3 stages and that's it. You're done. But I'm going to go ahead and talk about her movesets right now, actually. And then I'll end the video off here soon enough. So, rune sets that you can take with Ran. It depends on how you want to play with her. If you want to play with Ran in the sense that you want to use her for her speed and attack bar decrease, then you could try and use a focus build. You don't need to, but you can. If you wanted to build her for doing a lot of damage, you can try and build her with Swift, because her first skill goes off of her attack speed. Build her with Blade, because her second skill goes off of crit. And then third, you can just build attack percent on everything, like speed, attack, or speed, crit damage, attack. And then your third skill is going to do massive amounts of damage, plus decrease their attack bar because it has such a high accuracy to it. Another type of build you can do is Violent. Violent works very well with Ran because Violent is one of the things that most people build their Rakshasas on, just to get those extra turns, just to get those continuous damage off with the fast swing. Lots of different ways. Now, for Ran, it depends. You can build her with crit, and you can build her with rage. You can try and do a Rage Blade build. You can try and do a Violent Blade, Violent Focus build. You can try and do a Swift Focus, Swift Blade build. I did not recommend building Despair. Some people would think maybe you can try and build her with Despair, but I don't. She has the attack bar decrease, and she has multi-hits, but that doesn't account for the fact that she has no AoEs. Because she has no AoEs, you'd most likely want to have her on Violent, for the sole reason that you don't want to make a mistake. If you have Violent, you can possibly get an extra turn, get that slow off, get the continuous damage off, decrease the attack bar possibly. Anything that happens, anything that can happen, anything that will happen. So, with that, guys, I'd like to thank you all again for watching. I do apologize for some of the interferences that I have made with the video, such as the fact that at one point in time I messed it up with the screen rotation. At the very beginning of it all, I messed up because I didn't record the audio the first time. And third is because I just did not pay attention to the teams that I was choosing. I didn't pay attention to what was going on. So I made a big mistake there. Thank you all again for watching. Hopefully you actually learned something with Ran. I know that I made a few mistakes, and I know that I did not successfully do anything with Ran. But if you actually look at it, Ran will be able to do a lot more once max leveled. And once she's max leveled, maybe we'll come back to her again. Maybe we'll come back to a different Ran. I don't know. We'll come back to something. Alright. Thank you all again for watching. Hope you all have a nice day.